Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome to a new game. It's called FTL, Faster Than Light, and it's, a space, I guess, my best way I could think of it was RTS type of game. And it's kind of difficult to categorize, like I don't know how to categorize it. But it's an awful lot of fun, and it's pretty simple, but it's a lot of text, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to, I guess, show you a little bit, this game, I like playing it, and I was wondering if you guys would like seeing it, possibly. So, anyway, I'm gonna actually go to tutorial so you guys can see, because there's a lot of stuff going on in this game, and it's kind of hard to explain. Welcome to FTL. You are the captain of a Federation starship on a very important mission. The Federation is currently being torn apart by vicious rebels. Your ship is carrying data vital to the defense of the Federation. You will be traveling through dangerous sectors of the galaxy with the rebel fleet in hot pursuit. Make it to the exit beacon of each sector before the rebels can catch you. Okay, so this is our ship, the Kestrel, as it says, is focused on the typical game view. And, okay, the circular icons at the bottom of the screen are your ship's primary systems. Systems use power from the reactor, pointed up by the arrow. And hold on, let me take a drink real quick. Okay, now I can talk. So, down here, we have our reactor, and this is all the energy that we can use on our ship, and we have to spend it wisely because, for example, we only have, looks like 9 power bars, and if we have everything off, we have 9 power bars. But there's a few things that we need. If we get into battle, we want shielding, right? So this is our shielding. And we have it. It takes 2 bars to power it, and we get 1 shield. And we can upgrade that later, but that's for now. Then we have oxygen, which replenishes our oxygen supply. And I'm going to turn that on real quick so they don't die. And the oxygen supply keeps the ship full of oxygen, obviously, If it's on, it'll slowly but surely, at least in its first stage, you can upgrade it to go faster, but it'll slowly but surely make sure the ship is full of oxygen. And, for example, if I were to open one of these side doors, I lose a little bit of oxygen out of the ship, and the area turns pink to let me know I'd have no oxygen, and the walls turn yellow to let me know that if anyone's in this room, they won't be able to breathe. So I'm just going to open up a few hatches in here just to let you see this. So if you see, my oxygen level is going down. However, these guys are in a separate cabin, and because the door is closed, they can breathe. So I'm going to get a warning in a couple seconds about having not enough oxygen, most likely. Yep, right there. Now, so my entire ship's vacated of oxygen, and this will still keep these guys having oxygen. Like if I open it for a second and close it, then, they just lost some oxygen, but it will fill their oxygen back up. Okay. Next thing. Engines. Charges the FTL drive and powers evasion. Manning increases dodge chance. I have to have this at least half powered to be able to fly anywhere. Keeping it full powered will let me have a higher evade chance, so I've got 15 now. If it's only half powered, I get 10. That's pretty simple. We have our med bay, which, if it's powered, that just means that someone can, heal themselves in there, because people will get damaged. Like here, I'll just damage them a little bit by giving them no air. Because apparently you can survive being in a vacuum. You just lose a little health. Okay. So he's lost a little health, but if I get him to the med bay, you'll see he's got little pluses coming off of him, and now he's healing. And it's kind of slow, but you can level it up for more. Then we have our weapon system, which looks like we have dual lasers. You can get different weapons, and you equip them, and they have a certain amount of power necessary to use. So that's that. And I think, okay, these are our subsystems. Unlike regular systems, they don't need power from the reactor. That means, I can't power or unpower them, and they don't need power. They just work. So we have our piloting, which, you know, you need to make an FTL jump. To make an FTL jump, you need to have a pilot in the seat, and you need to have the engines operating correctly, and along with there's nothing wrong up here. And we have sensors, which allows us to view all rooms and info for enemy ships, which is necessary so I can see where the enemies, like certain things are, like their weapon systems and their shielding. Those are some important things I need to know where they're at. So they'll let me know where they're at. Along with, it'll let me see inside my own ship, which if for some reason my thing gets attacked, or if I'm in an area that's blocking my sensors, I can't see the rest of my ship unless I have a person in the room, and we'll probably see that soon enough. And then this, you've seen me use it a few times. This is remote open and close doors. I'm remotely opening and closing them right now. If this was disabled for some reason, like, you know, it got attacked, it's right here, then I wouldn't be able to remotely open and close these doors. Only the people walking through them can do that. And I just have a fancy little button that can close all doors, one that opens all doors, you know, barring the outside airlock doors, and then it'll close them all. So let's say, for example, I had a bunch of these doors open because, like, for example, if you have a fire on your ship, which is something that, you know, we have to deal with on this game. Whoops, close that. If you have a fire on your ship, you can either get your people to put out the fire, which can take a little while and they can lose some health. Or, like, let's say the fire's in the engine room, I could... Let's say the fire's here in the engine room and whatnot. I could open up the airlocks to let, you know, the air out and the fire would go out. And then, once the fire's out, close all doors, and oxygen will slowly replenish. Okay, yeah, I think I explained just about everything I needed to. Oxygen replenishes. That's necessary for flying, and if you have someone manned in it, it increases your evade chance. Like, let's get this guy in there. It's at 15 now. When I get him in there, I should be at 20. We have our shielding, which if someone mans, you get a little bonus to how fast your shields recharge. Weapons are how fast your shield or your weapons charge, so you can shoot them again. And piloting, I think, gives you a little evasiveness too, I believe. Oh no, without a pilot you can't evade at all. Okay. And evading's important in battle because, you know, if you can evade an attack, you can keep yourself some damage down. Okay. The hull meter. The hull meter is basically your ship's health. You have shielding, and then once your shielding's down, go straight into the hull. And if this goes all the way down, you're dead. Okay. We should get going, but it looks like the engines are powered down. Let's power up the engine then. Alright. Oh no, your engine room took 2 damage. So... Okay, so... Another thing I should add, the crew, they can't do anything to the hull, like they can't fix the hull. You have to go to stores and they can fix it for you. But they can fix broken systems, like all these little systems I've gotten here, they can fix them. They can fix a breach and stuff like that. And now he's just fixed it, and I had him sitting there and fix it, and we're gonna get him to heal himself. Crew members will automatically repair systems, fight fires, fix breaches, and fight intruders in their room. Fighting low oxygen and fire will hurt the crew. There you go. Awesome, your engines are now repaired. Let's see. Yeah, systems can be manned to provide a small bonus. Yeah. Oh, a fire is broken out. You could send your crew member to put it out, but let's take advantage of the airlock. So, I could send this guy in here, and he would use a little, what do you call it, oh goodness gracious, a fire extinguisher. But he would take a little bit of damage, and the fire could spread. Now, if I open up the airlock doors, you know, all the air is going to vacate, and they'll go up pretty quickly. Now they're fixed, we can make a jump. So let's make a jump. So, well, I guess I should explain that. I'll explain it next time. Okay. New location has an event like this. You might have multiple choices available at an event. In this example, a weak pirate ship is trying to destroy you. Now we could usually do continue, but if you have special equipment, or certain people on ships, sometimes that can... Sometimes like having a special person on your ship could help, and we might see that along the way. I've used it a few times, and they always help. Okay. Another thing, okay. I'll explain that. So, this is our ship's weapons, and we want to use them. So we click on this, which gives us a little reticle, and then we choose what system we want to attack. This is the enemy ship here, and I want to attack it. I'd like it not to kill me. So what I'm going to go for is I'm going to... Well, it's actually got a lot of shielding. I'm going to go for its shielding, because if I can get the shielding down, then I don't have to worry about the shields coming back up for a little while. And then I can go for its weapons, and then if it's still alive, I might be able to go back to the shielding. And we also have a fancy little thing here, where we can pause mid-game. Makes it very good for planning attacks. So once this is done charging, we attacked. Oh no, your two-shot lasers cannot penetrate the pirate's level 2 shields, but luckily he can't get through ours either, because he's only got a one-shot thing. Okay, so now we have a missile launcher, and these are missiles. Missile launchers use certain amounts of energy. We're gonna go straight for there. Okay, so I think that missiles go straight through shielding, so we don't have to worry about shielding, and we're now going to use our dual lasers to attack his shielding again, and attack his weapons with a missile. Ah, there we go. He's dead. You destroyed the pirate ship. As salvage, you gained some scrap and a weapon. Okay, so we got a little halberd beam here. And for, you know, tutorial purposes, they want us to switch it out. I'd probably stick with the missile launcher. I don't know. Okay. Oops, your weapon system, max power 2, is not upgraded enough to support your new weapon, which this is a level 3 weapon, a power 3 weapon, so we gotta get a little more power into our ship systems. Let's get us some power bars, and there we go. I already did. Alright, so now we have enough power for a new weapon, and there we go. That's the tutorial right there. We're going to move on into the game. I'll explain things as I see them, but we kind of went over most of the stuff right there.